Good morning, good morning, good morning. What is going on, comic fam? It is me, Vincent Mclean, the Comic Machine, and I am back again with another super awesome Thursday video. Today is all about the indie comics. So I was just like, man, what kind of video do I want to do today? I'm going to do something a bit different, and I'm going to show off some maybe not so known comic books. So this is kind of like a little bit of a take of off of the most known unshown comic book video, which I'll link right there if you've never seen that before, because that did really well. So I'm going to show some other stuff off that I don't know if was on that list or not. So got a whole stack of books here, and we're just going to have a lot of fun with this today. And I think there might be some stuff in here I've never shown before. So today's video is the most indiest of the comic books that I own in the personal collection. The most indiest, because that's the word I'm choosing to go with. Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah, we're back to the coffee breaks again, because they're hilarious and I think they're funny, and I really need my coffee this morning to show this list off because it's that important. So all right guys, so let's go ahead and get into this. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, put the comments down below, get ready for the journey to the 500 subscribers, because we're getting closer. There's the video. Make sure you go check it out. So let's do this. First book off the list is kind of a big book. Thundercats, issue number 1. This is by Star Comics. And this is a first print. There are multiple prints, first, second, and I think a third print. So this is a pretty awesome book to find if you can find one. If you are trying to look for a decently priced one and a decent grade, you're gonna spend a good chunk of money. So if you're okay with the low grade book, I would suggest go for it. But Star Comics, Thundercats, number 1. Next book is kind of a big book for a lot of you out there. I myself am not like super hardcore into this title. I have read some of the issues. It is good. I did enjoy it. And I'm talking about Something Is Killing the Children, issue number 1. Now this is the foil edition. This book and the first print cover A is very expensive. Raw copies easily go for 200 bucks, easily. So if you're trying to get a copy of this, I suggest the foil. This was the local comic book shop day book, the foil variant. This is the only one I have. This is the only Something Killing the Children book I own, and I'm very happy with that. So there you go. Oh, this was by Boom Studios. All right, this is a big first appearance. I've been talking about this for a long time, for speculation, for collectability, for rarity, scarcity, whatever you want to put that under that umbrella. And I'm talking about a milestone character, Static, issue number 1. This is the collector's edition, and there are other variants of this book, but this is the cover A, quote unquote, first one. So this is a super awesome book to have. You can find this easily for 50 to 75 bucks, near mint, raw, kind of, that's where they're putting them at. So very, very awesome, and I would say pretty affordable book. There you go. All right, this book is definitely scarce, rare, that umbrella, that old chestnut, and I'm talking about the Men in Black Volume 1, issue number 1 by Aircel. I think that's how you pronounce it, Aircel. This is definitely one that you probably didn't even know about and are completely shocked that this was a comic book. It is different. I think the movies take from the comic book, but it is not like in line super somehow the way it was explained to me. But this is a pretty awesome book to have in the PC, because this is one of those, like, how many people do you know that actually own this? So that's why I picked this kind of stuff up. So this was done by Aircel. I'm gonna just pronounce it that way, as that publishing company. Men in Black, number 1. This book is a cult book, 100% cult book. If you're a fan of Rob Zombie and his movies, this is for you. This book I picked up for like 20, maybe 30 bucks. This thing is near mint. It is a very thick book. It is done by Lionsgate Films, and that is Devil's Rejects, issue number 1. And I think it's the one and only one. Like, not like the one and only in the world. I'm not that big of a deal, but like this is like the single issue kind of thing. This is a pretty sweet book to have. If you're a big fan of those movies in that universe, definitely want to try to find this, all right? This was a book that I had featured recently within the past, I don't know, like 5 videos or something like that. And the TV series on Netflix was so good, and it re-sparked my interest for the genre and for the story and the character and the title, and I'm talking about Castlevania, The Belmont Legacy by IDW. This is the first appearance of Castlevania in comic books in the US. I think the US too. Definitely a super awesome title to have. It's 5 issues, kind of hard to find and get in high grade. It is possible to get the books in pretty decent high grade, but it is like one of those rare scarce kind of volumes kind of thing. So it's 5 issues, The Belmont Legacy, Castlevania. This one is also another big book, kind of like Something Killing the Children, just kind of blew up out of nowhere. Lots of speculation going on with it, confirmed stuff for TV shows and whatnot. And I am talking about Kanto by IDW. Number 1, this is the second print of the number 1. The first print is kind of hard to come by. It's very similar to Something Killing the Children, issue number 1. It's an expensive book to try to get the first print, especially if you want to get that high grade and try to, beat the printer defects that happen on the book. So I went with the second print, number 1, and it looks really cool. I really love this book a lot. I've read the entire series. It is super good, volume 1. I definitely recommend this more so than Something Killing the Children because it just feels super indie, I guess, more so. It's just a great story. You should check it out. This book here definitely is one of my favorite books that I've added recently because it blew up on Amazon Prime and it was amazing. I loved the story. It was great, and I set a mission out to find this book, and I did. And I'm talking about The Boys, issue 1 by Garth Ennis. This is a Wild Storm publisher, all right? Volume 1, issue number 1, first appearance of The Boys. There are other printings of this book. I think there is a reprint by Dynamite, but this is the one you want to have with that blue W up there in the left corner. This is the first print by Wildstorm. The Boys, if you haven't been watching it or reading it, you should definitely do that because season 3 is going to be coming out sooner than you think, and you don't want to miss it. Boom. This book here, I was super happy to find because me and Haley love this series. Absolutely adore the series. It is hilarious. If you've never watched Bob's Burgers, then you are missing out on life. Bob's Burgers, issue number 1 from Dynamite. First appearance of Bob's Burgers in comics. There's a Virgin variant, which is actually pretty cool too. And there's some other different variants as well, but I'm a cover A guy, so I went for cover A. Bob's Burgers, issue number 1. Definitely pick this up. This is a very affordable book, 20 to 30 bucks, near mint copies, raw. Definitely something you want to add if you are an indie person. There you go. All right, so since we're doing indies and doing the most Indiest of all Indiest books, I gotta throw a big boy book in here. It is not a first, second, or third print. It is a 4th print because third prints, second prints, and first prints are astronomically expensive, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to get one, but I did get me a 4th print last year, and I'm talking about Tmnt number 1 by Eastman and Laird. This might be the most Indiest book of all Indiest books because it's Mirage Studios, all right, and it's Tmnt. Like that, I don't know what else to say. It is the Indiest of all Indiest books. Definitely to have. Find you a 4th print if you can. 5th print is really cool too. So is the 6th print, the one where it's got the thing on the front, the black cover. Yeah. But this one is super awesome. It's a wraparound cover. Mine is it's kind of like a misprint. It looks like it was printed on the paper a little bit wrong. So that just makes it even more special to me. But Tmnt number 1 by Mirage Studios. This book here is super hard to find from what I've been told and what I've been able to look out in the wild. I might see a second print or a third print, a first print every so often. But this one is definitely super rare out there. And this one is 30 Days of Night by Ben Templesmith, Steve Niles. This is an IDW publishing, 30 Days of Night, issue number 1. This is a 3-issue series, 1, 2, and 3. That's how 3 works, 3 issues, 1, 2. This is a super awesome book to add to your PC just because of the rarity, scarcity, all that kind of awesomeness. If you like horror, I like horror, this is for you. Definitely try to find you a copy of this. If you can find all 3 in a bundle on eBay or something like that, you could go for that. I didn't do that. I did individuals because I wanted to get the best grade as I could, but I found this at Titan Comics here in Dallas, my honey hole, and I picked this up for a steal. So this is an awesome, awesome book to own if you are in that genre. The last book I have to show you guys today is super cool because this character in the universe that has been portrayed by Keanu Reeves is just amazing. And I am talking not about Berserker, I'm talking about John Wick. John Wick #1 by Dynamite. This book is so awesome, and I actually have it in a clear backer and board. That's where the seller had it. And I picked this up at the Cowtown Con this past weekend. If you saw my Monday night Jibber Jabber, you know about this, but if this is the first time seeing it, this is the first appearance of John Wick in comics by Dynamite. Kind of a low print, kind of hard to find, and this is like the newest Indiest of all Indiest comics I have added to my personal collection. This is awesome. You should definitely try to find this if you can. Super cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Those are the Indiest of all my indie comic books that give me the most satisfaction to have in my personal collection, because I really had to hunt for them and I really had to dig them out of the boxes, find the deals online, and now that I have it in the PC, it is so good, so awesome. I had a lot of fun putting this together. I was digging through my boxes. I'm like, is this indie enough? Is this indie enough? No. Oh, there's one. I just really enjoyed digging through the boxes to pull these out to show you guys and give you some ideas for what you can hunt for next. So hopefully you guys had a great time watching this. Thank you very much. You guys are amazing support. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next Monday Night Jibber Jabber. So until then, y'all have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.